started rapping on the instrumental. And I had to learn how to, and music, if y'all know about music, I had to learn bars, I had to learn, you know, fours and fours, I had to learn all of that to learn how to make my delivery and my flow go with the beat. I had to learn music. And I went to school and took music class. And didn't even learn with bars and 16s and 8s and 4s and, you know, all looping and everything. You know, now, you know, I can run a whole studio myself, you know, so. To answer your question, man, I think music is really at a hip-hop is at a fragile point. And if we don't get it together, and if these label heads don't realize that they're killing it, you know, they're killing something that was built, you know, people who really, you know, from the old school, you know, they weren't talking about all this, but they were making music. And they still touring right now, 30 years later. You still can go see Grandmaster Flash LL touring, you know, but you're not going to see, I ain't going to say certain, but you're not going to see certain artists 10 years from now. Y'all not going to be 10 years from now going to see it. You're not going to see him do that, you know what I mean? So, but it was a question back here in the orange first, right? Yeah.
If you want to rap, what would you do?
If I went rapping, I would have businesses. I would have well, right now I got business, but I was always very business oriented, you know what I mean? Like I always like to put together business, whether it was landscaping or whatever. I definitely want to be hustling, you know what I mean? So it'd be a situation where right now I'm buying trucks. I probably have, you know, a couple trucking business, and like I said, we were looking at convenience store not too long, trying to get that in order. Huh?
Shipping trucks?
Shipping trucks, like 18-wheelers, box trucks, 18, 24, 13-footers. We're looking at buying a 3-car, you know, the junk full of cars. If you buy a car, it'll be 3 cars on there, and they ship in different places, doing something like that. But it'd be something with business. I don't care if it just made $1, you know, if I made enough to survive. Business, yeah, business. I like to do business. Let me get, my man, I think I saw him first. I got you, Blue.
Oh, now the money that the CD says, you get all that money?
Yeah, I get with iTunes. How iTunes work? Every time I sell something on iTunes, I get 70%. So it's kind of like when we do the mixtape. We got a distribution company, independent distribution company, and if we package it, we get 70. It's a 70-30 deal. If we package it, which means we put all the CDs in the cases and then print them up ourselves, which is smarter because we can keep count of how many CDs we actually purchase instead of doing 60-40 where they do it, but they can tell us we sold 1,000 and really they sold 10,000. You know what I mean? So iTunes you get 70-30. Ringtones, if I sell a ringtone, I get $1 off each ringtone I sell. Rhapsody, all of them kind of about usually 65, 70% of whatever you sell. So you make good money. If you're in a situation where on average most people make $30,000, $35,000 a year. You know, on average say 30,000 for sure. And if you're doing sell 500, you know, if I make $500 a week off of iTunes, I can live fairly well. If I'm doing shows and getting money from that and walkthroughs and doing iTunes, then I can live uptown in $500,000 condo and be like, look at the city, you know, just, you know, but at the same time I also look for bad days because bad days are always there, no matter how far you can come down. I've been there, I've been at the bottom. I've been where I had to borrow water. My mama, we had to borrow water from the next door neighbor, just to boil the water, so me and my sister could share the water to take a bath. You know what I mean? Open the oven up to heat the house. You know what I mean? So I'm never too far away from knowing that you're never too far to come down. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess for sure.
I was gonna say like, how you get your name? How you decide what your name is gonna be around? Like
Betty Grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I catch a lot of flack for that, man. You know I made them respect it, but I knew that was coming. Betty Grind. Most people think it's a girl. When they first said, like most of the PDs running them stations and stuff, I thought it was a girl record before I met you. But Betty Grind pretty much came from the plaza, and they would see me. I was young. I was about y'all age, not too long ago, and I would ride around my new BMW, and and they would say, I bet he grind, I bet he hustle. You know, pretty much like in a situation like somebody said, man, I bet he hustle. I bet he grind something, because they never knew what I did exactly. So I just took what they said and incorporated it into my own name. And my granddaddy, you know, pretty much told me, if you can make people, I'll leave out that part. If my granddaddy told me, if you could make people respect it, you know what I mean, like, then you're good. So I ran with Betty Grind. And now I love the name now because I lost my aunt last year to breast cancer. And I know we represent that for that this month. But I lost my aunt, not my heart, you know what I mean? Besides my mother, she was like my other mother, man. My aunt, her name's Betty. So I get to rock it for her too, you know. So when cancer been heavy in my family, you know, real heavy. And my surrounding friends, my best friend has lost his granddad a couple months ago, and I did a show, and me and Lil Rue did a show. It was Gastoni. And I did a dedication for his grandfather. But yeah, that's where Betty Grind came from. Man. So I took some flack for it, but now they respect me. Yeah. It was over here, blue and gray. Y'all pick. Y'all pick.
Like, I don't know, some artists actually on like YouTube and stuff like that, but they think they get robbed.
Say it again, my bad.
Like, I heard of like some artists on like YouTube and like regular TV and the news and stuff. They think they get robbed from things like LimeWire and stuff like that. Like, you think you get robbed when people like download your whole CD? And
like LimeWire and all that stuff. I mean, you know, after so much time, man, you got it's 2010 almost. You know, it's kind of a situation where you don't want somebody to bootleg your music or mixtape it or LimeWire, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean, if I'm pleasing the consumer, I think about it like this. I put a single out. For as long as I can, we keep it under wraps. You know what I mean? We try to keep it just the DJs and hope they don't bootleg it. But they're going to put the instrumental out. Y'all going to get it. Y'all going to rap on it, do your own fly version. You know what I mean? And you're going to DJ Chuck T, DJ Jelly, DJ Drama, you're going to get the song, they're going to put on their mixtape. So you're going to get it regardless. You know what I mean? The only thing I can hope is you like the song enough so when I come to your city, I can do a show. So I could have made $1 off you from the single, but now I'm going to make $25 off when it comes to my show, or 50. So, you know, it's a gift and a curse. Some artists, you know, depending on how they look at it. You know, it's just, you know, it's to each his own. But at the end of the day, I want you to know me. I want you to love me. I love the music. You know, outside of, you know, if music never ever gave me what it's giving me, because God bless him. You know, if I was never able to live how I'm living, I wouldn't matter to me because I love music. You know, like I can sit and listen to music and write music and, you know, listen. If you made music, that's what I would listen to your music. You know, I might tell you what I feel about it, if it's good or bad, but I love music. So outside of all of the, if I make music and nobody's there to appreciate it, then what's the reason? You know, it's like making this beautiful picture and nobody sees it. Of course you want people to get it, so get it how you get it. If you can't afford it, get it. I can't afford music and I had bootleg. I sat online by myself. Bop, 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 bop. I want this instrumental so I can rap on it for this mixtape. I'm sorry, Wayne, but I wanted to rap on it. You know what I mean? So, you know, but no, it doesn't pay me that bad. And I think at the end of the day, I think the labels right now, it's hurting the labels because they look at it as losing money. But on their side, they have the real money. We don't have no money. Y'all think I got money? You can see his labels like I got to go out here and meet Max Grouse, president of Def Jam. And he's on the phone with me last night at 11 o'clock. This is president. This ain't no A&R. This ain't no secretary. No. This is president. You know, look at Max Grouse. And I'm supposed to go meet Zach Horowitz, who's the president of Sony. These are presidents. Those are the people with money. And they're bosses. You know what I mean? These are billionaire companies, man. So those are the ones that don't want to be hurt by it because they can't relate to being broke and not being able to afford a single. You know what I mean? They can't relate to that. They just looking at it like they just cost me my back. You know, so that's what they're looking at. But yeah, I mean, I don't care. Get it. Blue? My bad, Blue. You gotta speak up, man. In a room full of men, man, you gotta ball.
Anyway, like when you write your music, or I don't know if you write music, like when you write your music, like what goes your mind, or like what you think about?
When I write music.